Hey y'all, this is Boone from Mannery Farms, and in today's video I'm just going to kind of bring you guys along for my afternoon here on the farm. I just got home from college for the weekend, and I'm going to be checking some crops and might cut some millet, my dad said, but I'm trying to bring you along for my afternoon, and I just want to let you guys know what I do when I'm home, since I'm not home every day anymore. So right now I'm on my way to field. It's an 18-acre field of beans we got, and I'm gonna go check them and then go check the big patch of beans. And then I'm driving by a field right now that we baled. You probably can't see it. We baled a bunch of 4x5s, like 400 some 4x5 bales on about 50 acres probably. I don't know how big it was, but anyway, need to get them moved off the field. I don't think that'll happen this weekend, but said I'd bring you guys along. So let's next time I see you, we'll be at the beans. So these beans are all Pioneer beans, and there are some beans on them for sure. Pretty nice, very big leaves. You can see them in my hand. Plants are pretty tall, probably about knee high. Not bad. The corners aren't the best. I drilled this, so it's my fault. I couldn't see very good, but definitely some decent beans on them for around here. Some are better than others, but overall not too bad. Let's go check the other field. Well, we're at field number 2, and I drove by. There's a patch that we have by the road, and they look pretty good. Right here's a spot where it kind of, I don't know what happened. I don't know if the beans were too small, and when we sprayed, and it burned them a little bit, because they're not really existent right here. But then right across the line, they look pretty good. And I'm gonna get in here a little ways and look. I haven't looked on these beans in a couple weeks on the actual beans themselves, but looking at these, I'll turn the camera around so you guys can see more than just my big head. Okay, so right here, and if you guys have any advice, comment down below, because I'm no expert by any means, but they're looking pretty good. I feel like the color looks better than that other patch for sure. And these are not all Pioneer beans. So, camera's out of focus. There you go. So, leaves are definitely smaller for sure. I noticed that. But, decent. The weeds are pretty well all dead. I haven't been out on the far side of this place, but there's a 3-acre field. Or I say 3, probably 3 to 4 or 5 maybe. Back in that far between them two bunches of trees, and my dad said it's pretty good, but I haven't seen it. But overall they look pretty decent, I feel like, and they're also about knee height. The height hasn't really changed since I checked them last time, but the growth of the beans themselves has definitely grown quite a bit. I'm gonna go check some out here in the center, just to get a couple trials. Looks like here's a pretty good one right here. Try to focus on it. It's got a lot of beans on it, and they feel pretty full as well. So if we get some more rains and catch some more rains before they start turning, I think they'll do pretty well. But I'll definitely keep you guys updated. And this is where we baled the triticale, and I can smell it. It's all wrapped and stuff. We got all that lot, and there's a pile right here as well, but they all smell really good. Shout out Boy Steel Cattle Company, I guess, or Jackson Dill, Jake Dill. But they smell really good. I can smell the triticale in them wet bales. I always really thought those would look really nice, but shout out John Colonna too, I guess, while I'm here. But we're gonna I'm gonna go around and check that far side. There's a gravel road I can be on, and I'll check it, and then I'll go home, I guess, and do some stuff around the house. But let's go check that far side of the field before we go back home. So while I'm on my way over to this, I'm gonna go around, like I said, but I just thought I'd show you guys this patch. There's just like, I don't know, I planted a couple passes here by the road. I'll show you. And they look pretty good. I just kind of planted them around this barn and stuff. But they have a really good color to them, and I imagine the beans are about the same as the others. But they are all Pioneer beans, just like that place that I was at first. So, we'll go take a look at this far side over here. Got some corn in the area this year as well, so that's cool. This is quite a bit weaker ground back in here, I'm gonna say, just because there's like a lot more brush and stuff. But I see the deer will probably hit this pretty hard because there's kind of pasture cattle on that far side, and then this is a pretty good patch of woods here, and then the big part of the field's back that direction. But I will say the beans that are in here are pretty fabulous looking, and I mean, it's not the best stand for sure. Down in there looks really good, and of course this side's really full, but over here by this brush and stuff didn't really do too good. But hey, definitely got some deer problems. You can see they're working on it for sure. And that's kind of what I was thinking. My dad said to go ahead and plant this because, yeah, definitely deer been rooting around. So he said maybe if you planted this 2 to 3 acres, maybe they'd focus on it and not worry about eating the rest of the beans. But they've definitely been working on this area and rooting around in the ground and stuff. So we were right on that hypothesis. But they're not that bad of beans if the deer would leave them alone. But can't really do much about that. Or we can't do much about it until November. So we're gonna head back home. Just got home, gotta go feed some calves. So you can kind of go back on my channel and see these calves. There's a video of me getting a couple of them, and there's a video of the day in the life on the farm. I feed them whenever they're little, but they've done extremely well, and it's a good little set. I think there's 5 of them, but it got to a point where it was hard to buy bottle calves for a little while, and that's all I could come up with. We'd been trying to raise at least 10 at a time, but couldn't get any bought. So, but I'll show you guys. They're real good looking slick calves. And they're all, I'm pretty sure, except for maybe that white bellied one, half Angus calves, but I spooked them a little bit, but they're real good, dandy little calves. But then we gotta feed the bigger group of calves. And their feed is in here. So these bigger calves weren't up here at the trough, they're used to being fed in the morning, but I had to cover them feeding for my mom since she wasn't here this morning. So I'm getting them called down here. I had to walk down this hill and holler at them here, but they're coming now. We'll get this second bucket of feed out to them. I don't know if you can see, but oh yeah, I got them back, so they're following me up the hill. Get this last one of bucket fed to them. I don't know why they're all up there on that far trough, but this calf on the end here, this yellow calf, is actually a longhorn calf whose mama didn't make it. And we've raised him since he was real little, really little. And he's never been the best calf, but he's done good for what he is, you know. I'm proud of him. He's a good, stocky little guy, but we'll go find something else to do. If you guys saw that video of the 1486, we got it back from the shop. Shout out Jimmy Vestal. Got the IPTO seal put in it, and the clutch, we weren't sure if the clutch was fixed completely. So my dad, they went and tractor pulled it, and I think it got 4th or 5th in the farm class at a pull. And we think we might have it sold, so we may not have it around too much longer, but I'm pretty sure a neighbor's gonna buy it, so maybe we'll still see it around on the road and stuff. But pretty solid old tractor, and I can't lie, I kind of like it, but it'll do good for Kevin if he ends up buying it. But so I was fixing to go patch a little bit of fence, and I realized this Gator's got a little bit of a low tire on the front, so I'm gonna see if I can find the hole in it and plug it while I'm here by the shop, and then I'll go work on that fence I seen earlier. So maybe I'll teach you guys how to plug a tire, or I'll embarrass myself. So either way, should be pretty entertaining. So I've got a set of plugs here in my Montezuma toolbox, and gotta get to them first. But basically what you need is a couple things. You got your plugs, which are literally just like little black things. This thing, it's where you actually stick it through the hole, and this is where you put your plug in, then you pull it back out, and the plug will stay in and that'll come out. So I will go work on that. If you guys want a toolbox tour, let me know and I'll make a short about it. I'm gonna air up the tire, probably a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit too much air in it. Then I'm gonna maybe squirt some soapy water on it and try to find the hole. Sometimes I can hear it, but you can be for sure with the water thing, so probably end up doing that. So I wasn't able to find a hole in the tire, so I'm gonna say it's probably a leaky valve stem, or leaks around the bead maybe, which I am not in that profession, so I'm just gonna I just aired it up, and then I'm just gonna have to just air it up. It's a slow leak because I haven't had to air it up in a long time, so I'll put my stuff back and go let's go patch some fence. Well, this isn't even what I was thinking about, but right here is it's probably a popular deer crossing into this alfalfa field here. So we're gonna get it untied, which I'm sure they'll continue, but you know, and it's right by the driveway, so we'll try to make it look nice. Well, now it's loose because of the deer, but yeah. Might give it the old lazy man's fence patching. Give it the old twist a couple times with the pliers. See how much of a difference that makes. Well, I put a little bend in the wire, but it's still pretty loose, but it looks better than it did. The real hole is down this way. Also, I sprayed all these bushes this spring and they died, so that's awesome. But it's starting to look like we need a rain pretty bad around here. We got no cows down here on the front side of the place, but it is pretty desolate, and you can tell by the gator it's very dusty. So I kind of like already put the wire and stuff back together in a different video, which I haven't posted yet, or it might be posted by the time this is up. But in a cow catching video, I patched this before we caught some cows, but basically I just didn't have a clip with me whenever I did it, so now I'm back. I'm gonna put the clip on the post and get that secured so the cows can't get in here anymore. So we have this little like baggy thing. It goes on your belt really, but like when you're walking out a fence and stuff, it's handy. But it's like a carpenter's bag of some kind, but you can hang a hammer and fencing pliers on it. Works pretty good. Just put this clip on and then we'll try to find somewhere else to work on. Right here. As you can see, new clip is on. Don't ever forget to bend this side as well. A lot of people don't do that. And if you don't, then they fall off like the last one did, like this one is as well. This old one. But I've got a GoPro, and I'm gonna, next time I do like a long day fencing, I'll probably try to wear it, because then you can kind of see what I'm doing, and I'll have both my hands instead of just one. So we'll just ride around the rest of this field and try to find somewhere else. Yeah. Creeks are all pretty well dry. It's usually a pretty deep crossing right here, but oh yeah, it climbs right out. So this is I'm standing in the front pasture of our place here, kind of, and then this pasture behind me we've got some horses in right now. But this fence, which you can't see, you can see right now, it's very loose. So and there's a brace post right here where the fence it's kind of the midway point of the fence, and we're on a hill, pretty good incline here. So there's been splices put in right here, and they're gotten really loose. So I'm gonna kind of do my best to kind of tighten everything back up, because once we have cattle in here, this is kind of a bad spot for cattle to bunch up, because there's not a gate in the corner. So we're gonna get it all cleaned up here. So as you can see, got them a lot tighter. See, about a year ago, or a little over a year ago, probably last April, I went through here and tied all these back together because they all broke. All right in the same spot, you can see. And this post, it's an older post, so it's kind of starting to rot out and stuff. We used to have a brace in it, right? But so it's just you kind of have to just keep up with the fence and stuff. But I got it pretty good, really. And we'll keep on moving, but probably getting close to the end here. Well, I just finished up there by clipping up some posts that were missing clips. And I just thought I'd say thanks for watching, guys. And here's Newt. Say hi, Newt. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe and leave a comment. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching.